All righty, here we go. Good morning. All right, happy Saturday. Today is Ojo Abameta. Saturday is the day of three suggestions. All right, so it's the day that you want to keep your eyes open, keep your ears open for opportunities that will be present around you. All right, there's always opportunities that'll be provided for you, but you have to have your eyes set to look for them. All right, you have to have that creativity set and be ready looking for opportunities. That's the best way to come across them. Today, we're going to talk about how to identify your intelligences. All right. The beauty of this is every human being has at least three different intelligences that are pitched to a fairly high degree. All right. Just natural gifts to us. And every section of intelligence, every type of intelligence can lead you to, various occupations, various activities that you can do and have success in because of your inherent gifts. Right? If you're willing to learn in these areas, then you can have some success. All right. The underlying message with all this is find what comes easy to you and work hard at it. All right. And that's one quick path to success. So we're going to help you find some of those things, help you identify some of those things that may come easy to you. All right. How to identify your intelligences. So let's get right into it. All right. First off, we have what is intelligence? All right. And before we get started, as always, number one, we're going to define the concept. Number two, we're going to tell you exactly what to do. And then number three, we're going to encourage you to get started today. All right. And with this session, the reason why we do this session is because uh, throughout my life, I've come across a lot of talented people, who are talented in a lot of different areas. And a lot of times people who have these talents, these kind of natural talents, are not generating money in the area of their talents. And a lot of times this is because early on or at no point a lot of time has that person identified what their talents are, what their inherent gifts are, and what they can do with those gifts. All right. So that's what this session is about. Kind of helping folks, trying to help folks identify their gifts so they can use those gifts, use those tools to help them get to wherever it is they want to go. All right. So that's the underlying message, the goal of this particular session. So we'll get right into it. What is intelligence? Intelligence is knowledge in a particular field that can be measured. All right. When we talk about intelligence, that's what we mean. Knowledge in a particular field that can be measured. Is intelligence related exclusively to books? And this is a common misconception. The answer is no, it's not. There's a lot of different types of intelligence. Verbal linguistic intelligence, which is word intelligence, that is one type of intelligence, but it's not the only one. All right, there's multiple types of intelligence. So keep in mind, you are smarter than you think you are. Throughout this, we're also going to go back in history just to kind of show some of the intelligences that built the society in which we live today. All right. Your intelligences are your tools. Once again, these are tools to help you in your journey through life. Right. These particular tools, your gifts, can help you to identify your destination. If I know what I'm good at, then I have an idea of where I want to go because I understand where these tools can help me to get to. All right. If you're good with puzzles or good with shapes and designs, consider being an artist. Consider being an architect. All right. Consider being a graphic designer. Folks where shapes and designs is an inherent gift that they have that helps them to do well. All right. How many different types of intelligence are there? 8. All right. And this is based off of research done by Howard Gardner back in the 80s on multiple intelligences. All right. Because he saw that people had various talents. So how can we categorize all these gifts that people have that they're using to get to success? All right, so we broke it down into 8 different types of intelligence. Number 1, logical mathematical intelligence. These are folks who are good with numbers, good with forecasting, Bodily kinesthetic intelligence. These are folks who are good with movement and body manipulation. Visual spatial intelligence. We talked about with the shapes, with the designs. Musical rhythmic intelligence. These are folks who are good with rhythms and melodies. Interpersonal intelligence. These are folks who are good with other people's emotions, right? Understanding how what happens is going to affect other people and being able to use that information, to adjust the behavior to achieve whatever that desired outcome is. Linguistic intelligence. These are the word people, the people who are good with reading, good with writing. Intrapersonal intelligence. These are the people who are good with their own emotions, understanding how things affect them, right? How other people's behavior affects them, how certain environments affect them, and using this information and adjusting their behavior to once again achieve that desired outcome. And we have naturalistic intelligence. These are the folks who are good with nature, good with animals, right? Your farmers, right? Folks who study marine things like marine biology, things like biology in general, which is the study of living organisms, right? So these are the different types of intelligences. And we all have these intelligences, right? Once you identify them, now you can start to improve them, start to refine them, and start to use them to develop that beautiful life that was intended for you. All right, so we'll do the history lesson. Who industrialized this society? When you think about this particular society, you think about buildings, the construction of those buildings. That was people with high visual spatial intelligence, high logical mathematical, high bodily kinesthetic. Plumbing, high visual spatial, high bodily kinesthetic, high logical mathematical. Electricity, the internet, technology, high visual spatial, high logical mathematical. All right? So a lot of these folks that made these significant contributions, a little slip up, a lot of the people that made significant contributions to the development of this particular society, they had various intelligences. All right? The overall message is that all intelligences are valuable. If you're an exceptional plumber, you're talking hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars a year. You start your own business. I mean, the roads are endless. The paths to success are endless. Electricity. I mean, come on. Internet, technology. If you're in these fields and you have gifts and you choose to work hard at your gifts to refine them, I mean, the sky is the limit for what you can create for yourself, for your family, for those around you. So that's what we're really trying to highlight with this session, trying to help you identify what your intelligences are, and then we encourage you to use them, right? Use those because we need you. Who does the world need going forward? We need medicine, we need technology, agriculture, we need energy, we need recycling, right? We need leaders. So we need all of the intelligences. That's the message. Naturalistic intelligence, we need it. Visual, spatial, logical, mathematical, interpersonal, intrapersonal. All of the intelligences will be needed as this world continues to progress. All right. So once again, all of the intelligence, every intelligence is valuable. And this tool is to help you identify what your intelligences are. And this is the link that you'd use to do that, right? Literacynet.org. It's the multiple intelligence assessment. It's just one of many, I'm sure, that are out there. This one is free. It'll only cost you time. It'll only cost you effort. All right. That's all it will cost you to help you identify what your intelligences are and begin to explore this road. You also have interest profilers that you can do. ONET. Right? These things can help you line up your interest to certain occupations. All right, but this is where it starts. We're asking you to clearly identify what your intelligences are. It's going to require some courage, right? To identify your intelligences. It's going to require courage to continue to refine your intelligences. Right? This may not be going on with everyone around you, so it's going to make you stand out. Do you have the courage to work on yourself to create a better environment for yourself and for everyone around you? All right? Use these tools to reach your goals. Clarify what your tools are. And that'll help you clarify what your goals are. Right? That'll give you the confidence specifically to clarify what your goals are. Because we have found that folks who don't have clear goals normally don't have confidence in themselves and the effect that they will have on their lives. All right. What we're asking you to do, what happens next? We're asking you to write down the following. My name is, my top 4 intelligences are, I will continue to become more and more intelligent, and my attitude will determine my outcome. All right. This is the challenge. And we call this a challenge because we understand in this particular society, a lot of times we're raised with the influence around us that our voice doesn't matter, that our opinion doesn't matter, that our perspective is not valuable. All right. And that's just not true. So what that leads to when you're propositioned with an activity like this is what's called cognitive dissonance. Right? When you try to write this down, when you think about writing down, this is exactly who I am, right? This is exactly what I'm good at. It may give you a funny feeling in your stomach because it goes against what you've kind of been conditioned to believe, all right? We're trying to disrupt that. And we're trying to let you know that you are important, extremely important. The most important thing in your life is you, all right? You sharpen yourself up. It helps everyone around you. We're simply asking you to explore who you are, explore the gifts that were given to you. You can use those gifts to change your life. All right. There's a beautiful future out there waiting for all of us as soon as we determine that that is our future. Use your gifts, use your talents, refine them to get to wherever it is you want to get to in this life. It's a beautiful world out there, and we encourage everyone to explore it as much as possible. All right. Use the tools and have a beautiful day. Thank you.